Dear friends, this is a 100 questions video series. 100 questions plus related points we will discuss. If you not subscribe this channel, please subscribe for more videos.
Let us start. First question. The famous 14 principles of management was first defined by options: Max Weber, Adam Smith, Henry Fayol, James Watt. Correct answer is Henry Fayol. The famous 14 principles of management was first defined by Henry Fayol. 14 principles of management are division of work, authority and responsibility, discipline, unity of command, unity of direction, interest, remuneration, centralization, scalar chain, order, equity, stability, tenure or initiative. So questions may ask like that: principles of management includes except. So there may be three options from this and one other options are also there. So you have to write an other options. For that you have to understand all these 14 principles. Next question. People inherited certain leadership qualities that make them better suited to relationship. Which type of relationship theory follow this? Options: contingency theory, trait theory, behavioral theory, situational theory. Correct answer is trait theory. Trait theory means people inherited certain leadership qualities. That qualities is there in trait that make them better suited to leadership. Theories that consider personality, trait theories that consider personality, social, physical or intellectual traits to differentiate leaders from non-leaders. So leadership traits, these all qualities will be there in leadership traits: ambition and energy, desire to lead, honesty and integrity, self-confidence, intelligence, job relevant knowledge. Next question. What is the common clinical manifestation of pulmonary embolism? Options: dyspnea, bradypnea, bradycardia, decreased respirations. Correct answer is dyspnea. What is the common clinical manifestation of pulmonary embolism? Dyspnea. Pulmonary embolism is the blockage of pulmonary arteries by thrombus, fat or air emboli or tumor tissues. Pulmonary embolism is the blockage of pulmonary arteries by thrombus, fat or air emboli or tumor tissues. It is the most common complication in hospitalized patients. Clinical manifestations include sudden onset of dyspnea, tachypnea, tachycardia. In options there is bradycardia. So bradycardia will not be there. Tachypnea and tachycardia and cough, pleuritic chest pain, hemoptysis and altered mental status. I will read one more. Clinical manifestation of pulmonary embolism includes sudden onset of dyspnea, tachypnea, tachycardia and cough, pleuritic chest pain, hemoptysis, altered mental status. Next question. A gradual painless blurring of the central vision is the chief clinical manifestations of options: cataract, glaucoma, presbycusis, retinal detachment. Correct answer is cataract. A gradual painless blurring of the central vision is the chief clinical manifestations of cataract. Glaucoma is a group of eye conditions damages optic nerve caused by abnormally high pressure in the eye, leading cause of blindness age over 60. Glaucoma is a group of eye conditions damage optic nerve caused by abnormally high pressure in eye, leading cause of blindness age over 60. Presbycusis is the sensory neural hearing loss in elderly. It is not curable. Presbycusis is the sensory neural hearing loss in elderly. It is not curable. Retinal detachment is the disorder of eye in which retina peels away from its underlying layer of supportive tissue. It is a serious and sight-threatening event. Retinal detachment is the disorder of eye in which retina peels away from its underlying layer of support tissue. Serious and sight-threatening event. So, in retinal detachment, retina peels away from its underlying tissue. Next question. Most common complaint of client with inner ear disorder. Options: otorrhea, otalgia, tinnitus, headache. Correct answer is tinnitus. Most common complaint of client with inner ear disorder is tinnitus. Otorrhea is a ear discharge caused by infection. Otorrhea is a ear discharge caused by infection. Tinnitus is the sensation of sound in ears or head in the absence of an external sound source. Tinnitus is the sensation of sound in ears or head in the absence of an external sound source. Otalgia is defined as ear pain. There may be tissue, edema, pain, heat and redness. Otalgia is defined as ear pain. There may be tissue, edema, pain, heat and redness. Most common site of epistaxis. Options: Little's area, Woodruff's area, maxillary sinus, nasopharynx. Correct answer is Little's area. Most common site of epistaxis, Little's area. Little's area situated over the anterior inferior part of nasal septum. Little's area is situated over the anterior inferior part of nasal septum. 90% of epistaxis in Little's area. So this is the Little's area. Here nose tip. Here it is nose tip. The same tip is here. So this is the little area. Area situated over the anterior inferior part of nasal septum. This is anterior part of nasal septum and this is inferior part of nasal septum. So it is situated over above the anterior inferior part of the nasal septum. That is Little's area. Don't forget. 7th question. Descending paralysis occurs in options: Parkinson's disease, myasthenia gravis, multiple sclerosis, Guillain-Barré syndrome. Correct answer is multiple sclerosis. Descending paralysis occurs in multiple sclerosis. Multiple sclerosis is a disease. Immune system attacks at the protective covering of nerves, disrupts communication between nerves and body. Multiple sclerosis is a disease. Immune system attacks at the protective covering nerves, disrupts communication between nerves and body. Patient with multiple sclerosis, patient may have vision loss, impaired coordination and demyelination of nerves may cause descending paralysis. Next question. The cardio marker which is elevated soon after myocardial infarction is options: TROP-T, CPK, LDH, myoglobin. Correct answer is myoglobin. Cardio marker which is elevated soon after MI is myoglobin. Myoglobin is a sensitive marker of cardiac damage. Myoglobin is a sensitive marker of cardiac damage. Appears blood in yearly 1 to 3 hours. That means after an MI, if you check blood myoglobin, it will be elevated yearly 1 to 3 hours after MI. Rise very rapidly after the myocardial infarction. It is non-specific. That means it is not specific to myocardial infarction, but it is elevated in some other cases. It is elevated in muscles or disease or injury, acute renal failure or chronic renal failure. So myoglobin is elevated in muscles injury, ARF or CRF, renal failures. Next question, during central venous pressure measurement, 0 point on the transducer needs to be at options: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, left ventricle. Correct answer is right atrium. During CVP measurement, 0 point on the transducer needs to be at right atrium, because CVP measurement we measuring the pressure inside the right atrium. So we have to keep the transducer 0 point needs to be at the right atrium. The central venous pressure is the pressure measured in the central veins close to the heart. It indicates mean right atrial pressure. The central venous pressure is the pressure measured in the central veins close to the heart. It indicates mean right atrial pressure. Normal CVP is 2 to 6 mmHg. Normal central venous pressure is 2 to 6 mmHg. Increased CVP in following conditions. Some cases there will be increased central venous pressure. Some cases we can discuss, that is overhydration, right-sided heart failure, cardiac tamponade, pulmonary hypertension, tricuspid stenosis and regurgitation. Please don't forget overhydration, right-sided heart failure, cardiac tamponade, pulmonary hypertension, tricuspid stenosis and regurgitation. Next question, last question of this video. Normal cardiac index is options: 5 to 6 liter per minute, 2.5 to 4 liter per minute, 60 ml per minute. None of these. Correct answer is 2.5 to 4 liter per minute. Cardiac index is an assessment of the cardiac output value based on the patient size. To find the cardiac index, what we have to do? Divide the cardiac output by the person's body surface area. You will get cardiac index. Cardiac index is an assessment of the cardiac output value based on the patient size. To find the cardiac index, you have to divide the cardiac output by person's body surface area. Cardiac output by body surface area. That is cardiac index. Normal cardiac cycle is 0.8 second. Normal cardiac cycle is 0.8 second. So that's all about today's video. Please like and share this video to your friends. If you not subscribe this channel, please consider subscribing. And lot of our friends having this doubt, what about our next examinations? So lockdown is going on, so most of the examinations going to postpone, but anyway it will definitely going to happen within few months, because lot of staff nurses, nursing officers vacancy are there, so your vacancy numbers will definitely increase. So make this chance, take this chance to study very well, because everybody is studying. You will get high rank for the upcoming examinations. So wish you all the best for your studies. Thank you.